Today I'm going to show you how to make a mask out of just fabric. I've been working on a project making a bunch of masks to donate to our local hospital, and I quickly ran out of elastic, which is hard to find anywhere right now. So the mask I'm going to show you how to make adjusts over the face. It has a pocket in the back, which a lot of hospitals want this if you're making them to donate, so that they can put filters inside the mask. And it has straps instead of elastic, so it can be adjusted and tied behind the face. So to make this mask, you'll need one piece of fabric that's 8 inches by 15 inches and 2 long strips of fabric that are 2 inches by 40 inches that you'll end up folding later to make bias tape like this. We're going to start with making the face shield out of the 8 by 15 piece of fabric. So turn it over so the pretty side is down, and you're going to want to fold about 1/4 inch fold on each of the short sides of the fabric. Give it a nice iron so it's pressed. Then we're going to sew, just to keep that a nice edge, all the way along that folded seam on each side. Now that you've sewn each of the short sides, you're going to match those sides up, pretty side of the fabric together. And we are going to sew, leaving an opening here for a pocket. So use a marker and measure 2.5 inches from each side and make a little mark for yourself. I'm now going to sew from the mark to the edge. I'm going to go there and back so that it's sturdy, and then from the mark to the edge, there and back so it's sturdy, and we're going to leave that open. I sewed there and back. I have my little opening for the pocket. This step is super important. You want to move that pocket down at least 1 inch. If you keep it up along the side, then the pocket will get closed up when you sew at the end. So you want to move it down at least 1 inch, and now we're going to sew completely down each of these open sides. I sewed along each of those open sides, and I'm going to use the pocket to turn it right side out. Now that I've turned it inside out, you can see the little opening for the pocket. I want to put that on the bottom side. This will be the front side of the mask. We're going to fold and pin 3 pleats into here. So I'm just going to fold it like this, put 2 pins in each pleat. Doesn't matter exactly what size they are. I just kind of eye it and try and make it as even as possible. I'm gonna do 2 more. Now that I've pinned the folds in place, I'm just going to sew straight line down each side. This is how it looks after sewing along each side. If you flip it over, you can see that there's still a pocket there. Now I'm going to show you how to make the bias tape for the 2 straps. I'm going to show you how to fold and iron to make bias tape. You take your, and I do iron on my countertop. It's easier, I think, than ironing on an ironing board. So you put the pretty side of the fabric down, and your first fold, you're going to fold it in half and give it a really good crease with your iron. You're going to go all the way down doing that. Next, unfold the strip and fold each side to the center, and then iron it again like that. The last step to making this is to fold it in half, give it one more good iron like that. Now that you've ironed both of those strips, you're going to open it up, find the middle of your bias tape, open it up, and you're going to put the mask in between those 2 layers. Put a couple pins there to pin it in place on the top and the bottom, and you'll sew completely from one end all the way down to the other end of each of these You're all done sewing your mask now. You can give it one good iron to set those pleats in place. You have a mask that opens up and adjusts over the face, and you have that pocket in the back to replace the filter. I just realized I didn't introduce myself. My name is Sarah, and I'm Tweaker Dan's wife. Thank you so much for watching today. Please support our channel by liking and subscribing, and if you have any comments or questions, please comment below.